Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It is FG and I am here again with another recap and prediction video for the NFL. This time we will recap season number 8. The Dolphins got shut out on the road against the Ravens. I can't say that I didn't predict this one. The Dolphins always lose on the road in Baltimore. I was at the game last season when the Dolphins lost like 38-6, and now here they are losing 40-0. So, I mean, not really a surprise there. The Browns lose in London, and we all kind of figured that was going to happen as well. Not too much to talk about there. Just the Vikings pretty much did what we thought that they would. They beat the Browns. The Bills really beat up on the Raiders, and I'm a little bit surprised at that. I'm not surprised that the Bills won. I did pick the Raiders to win the game, but I am not surprised that the Bills were able to put together a good game. I am surprised that they won 34-14, though. Like, that is a big win for them. So, good win for the Bills at home, and maybe the Bills can sneak in as a wild card this season. The Bengals beat the Colts. That's an easy one to predict. I didn't predict it would be that close. It was a lot closer than I thought it would be, but I figured that the Bengals would pull it out, and they did. Patriots over Chargers, and I knew that the Patriots would end up winning this game. So far, all home teams win. London doesn't count because no one's really home in that. The Saints won as well. I thought they'd win by a lot more than what they won by, but all in all, a W is a W, and, they'll take it. The Jets had a chance against Atlanta. Atlanta really piss poor against the AFC East this season, as they lost to every team but the Jets in the AFC East this year in their out-of-conference games. The Eagles, again, asserting their dominance in the NFC. They didn't beat the Niners by as much as the Cowboys beat them by, but I mean, a 40-10 game is very hard to come by in the NFL. But, they did win 33-10, so still a good game for the Eagles. Buccaneers did not win this game at home. I kind of thought that they might win it at home, but the Panthers do what they've been doing. They have this up and down season about them, and it's like one week they look good, one week they look horrible, one week they look great. It's so weird, and I think the Panthers might sneak into the playoffs here. Who knows what Cam Newton could do when he gets to the playoffs, though. Seahawks Texans, what a game. Everyone's still talking about it, and it's freaking Wednesday. It was an amazing game. I feel sorry for Deshaun Watson. He landed in the perfect place for him, and the defense falls apart this season. I mean, injuries are one thing. Key losses are another. A.J. Bouye, obviously a big loss, because they can't stop a nosebleed. They probably should have paid that guy. Not going to lie. However, Deshaun Watson is playing phenomenal. Most touchdown passes for a rookie quarterback at this stage of his career, which being, 6 games in. This is through week 7. He has the most touchdown passes of any rookie ever. Russell Wilson had just a slightly better game, and his defense had a minimally better game. And the Seahawks were able to pull it out in the last minute. Redskins, I thought they'd put up more of a fight in this game. I figured the Cowboys would win it. I picked them to win. I hate them, but they did win the game. And, I mean, there's not too much to talk about here. Cousins played pretty awfully, and maybe they would have had a better chance if he didn't throw some of those picks he threw. Steelers-Lions, I'm not going to lie, I did not watch this game. I had to go to sleep, man. I was dying. Sunday was my first day of work, so I didn't watch any game except for the ending to this one right here. But Steelers-Lions, it looked like it was one of those oddly boring, I guess, kind of games, but the Steelers able to pull it out. I thought the Lions would have had a shot here at home, but The Steelers continually beating good teams, and they will lose to bad teams and the Patriots. It's kind of weird what they do. The Chiefs able to win against the Broncos and pretty much knock Trevor Siemian out of a starting job. But, I mean, we all predicted this to happen. So, let's take a look at week number 9. So, as we go into week number 9, let's see. Bills-Jets. These two color rushes. If it's anything like that one year, it'll be kind of weird, that super greeny green and that really ketchupy red. But, I mean, I'm going to have to go with the Bills on this one. It'll be tough. I think it'll be a very close defensive battle. I'm thinking you're looking something like a 20-17 game, maybe 24-17 or 24-20, somewhere in that range. But I'm going to go with the Bills on this one. I think they have a little bit more to play for now. They can really get themselves in position for a wild card. Panthers, Falcons. Both teams not playing the best, to be quite honest. I'm going to take the Panthers for the sheer fact that they are home. Because neither team is in a rhythm. Neither team has a rhyme or reason this season. And I just rhymed the reason and season. Okay, anyway. But I'm going to take the Panthers here by a slight margin. Colts, Texans, I feel like this one's pretty straightforward and pretty easy. I think Deshaun Watson murders the Colts, to be quite honest with you. I think it'll be somewhere like a 34-13 game or something. Bengals, Jaguars. This game's going to be interesting. I'm going to take the Jaguars. They are the better team. They have the better defense, and they're home. But the Bengals, something scares me about this matchup. But hopefully I'm wrong, and the Jaguars just pull it out. Buccaneers, Saints. I'm going to take the Saints here. They're home. The Buccaneers have not been playing well. I mean, a lot of people projected them to win the NFC South, and that is just not going to happen. Myself included thought that they would at least make the playoffs, but they're not going to do that. The Saints are going to be the surprise of the season making the playoffs. Not a lot of people would have picked them, except, shout out to Lance, except Mr. Fan Lance over there. Rams at Giants. I'm thinking the Rams got this one pretty easily. Hopefully Jared Goff can throw the ball in the Meadowlands wind, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Rams here. The Giants just don't have a lot of offensive weapons right now, and their defense hasn't been playing that well either. So I think the Rams will be able to put up some points. And the Rams have a not the best defense they've ever had. But I feel like the Giants just can't score. So I'll go with the Rams here on the road. One of the few road teams I'm actually taking. Broncos, Eagles. Eagles are home. Broncos are changing their starting quarterback to Brock Osweiler, and I think the Eagles are going to eat interceptions in this game. So I'm going to go with Eagles big, maybe by 20. Ravens, Titans. This one is a tough one to pick because both of these teams are not as good as they could be. I'm going to barely take the Titans, and it's because they're home. I mean, honestly, when in doubt, that's usually where I go. I think these are very even teams. I think it literally could go either way by a field goal. Titans did not play well against the Browns that last game that they had. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna barely take the Titans, maybe by a field goal. 49ers and Cardinals. I wonder if Jimmy G is going to make this start. If Jimmy G makes the start, I will pick the Niners to win this ball game. If it's CJ Beathard, the Niners could still win the game. I'm going to go with the Niners. You know what? I think the Niners are going to get it done. I think the Cardinals might be in full tank mode now without Carson Palmer. And they may be looking towards their next quarterback. Redskins at Seahawks. The Redskins did not impress me last week against the Cowboys. They haven't impressed since that Raiders win. And Seattle's been impressive. And Seattle will be home. Redskins traveling cross-country. I'm going Seattle here. Even if it's by a field goal, even if it's by 1 point, Seattle's going to win this ball game. Chiefs at Cowboys. This is a marquee matchup. This is a great matchup in the 425 spot. No doubt America's quote-unquote game of the week on Fox 5, probably. I'm going to take the Chiefs because I will be rooting so hard for the Chiefs to win this game. I cannot stand the Dallas Cowboys, and I hope Zeke Elliott is serving his suspension. Raiders at Dolphins, Sunday Night Football. Knowing the Dolphins, they will probably play well and win this game. And literally for no reason. Like, when they win, people will be like, how did they do it? Because now trading Jay Ajayi, which isn't a huge deal to me as a fan perspective. It was a big deal for other people on the outside of liking the Dolphins. It was a big deal to see Jay Ajayi dealt for a 4th-round pick. But when you think that Jimmy Garoppolo, a quarterback, was traded to a team in need, a dire need of a quarterback for a 2nd-round draft pick, I don't think a 4th-round draft pick is that horrible for Jay Ajayi. Running backs simply are not worth that much in the NFL. A new running back can come in and give you just as much production. So, honestly, I think the duo of Kenyon Drake and Damian Williams, I think they'll be fired up that they get a chance to show their worth. This is basically an audition to see if any of them can start or be the backup for next season, or if the Dolphins are going to go out and find themselves another running back. But we will see what they have. The Raiders have not been playing well. I think this game will be closer than people will think. I'm going to take the Raiders to win it, though, because they are coming off of a bad loss coming east. And now they got to come east again, though. It makes it really hard to pick this game, but I'm going to take the Raiders slightly, maybe by a field goal at the end of the ballgame. And lastly, we have Monday Night Football, Lions at Packers, and if the Lions are going to strike against the Green Bay Packers, this week would be the time to do it. No Aaron Rodgers for the season. Now, if they want to make the playoffs, they got to win both these Packer games, knock the Packers right out of it, and just deal with the Vikings. So we will see if the Lions can get that done. I'm going to pick them to win this game. They haven't won a Lambeau in a long enough time. And let's see if they can get it done this time. I'm going to go ahead and take them. You guys let me know some of your predictions in the comment section below. You can agree or disagree with me. You can start a debate in the comment section below. I really don't care, just as long as you hit a like on this video and a subscribe right there if you guys are new to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will end this video, and I will give you guys a little music along with my NFL Power Rankings for the week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the very next video. Peace.